congressmen or congresswomen here to do what they were voted in to do. Winning elections was more about power, perks, and the almighty dollar. I guess with Congress having an 8% approval rating, many Americans understood what it was about too. In my position, I had to stay hopeful. I had to make VP Bass understand how much I needed her, especially going forward. "Listen," I said, trying to gather my thoughts as I stood and walked up to her. I didn't want to say the wrong thing to her. I could see she was on the brink of losing it. We all did the right thing for this country. You may not realize it now, but eventually you'll see the impact of passing that law. As for me, I don't have an agenda. The American people do, and they're counting on us to cease some of the madness that is going on. We must work together to make the lives of others much better. If we can't do that, then there is no purpose in us being here. VP Bass shut her eyes, causing a slow tear to run down her face. She stepped away from me and walked closer to the sofa. Her finger tapped against the glass in her hand, and before taking a seat, she tossed back another swig of the alcohol. "If you're the president, take ownership, because it is considered your agenda. I already know what you're pursuing next, and I must confess that I am not on board with doing anything that has to do with assisting only one race in this country. I get that African Americans feel let down, left behind, screwed over, whatever. But we won't and can't continue to create legislation that revolves around handouts. Too many taxpayers are already on the hook as it is, and my party will not stand for it. Implementing more and more programs will only put this country further in debt. So the question is, Mr. President, when are we going to start digging ourselves out of the ditch?" There was a tiny button inside of me that could always be pushed. Unfortunately for VP Bass, she touched it. I moved closer and stood over her, just so she could get a glimpse of my stern gaze. "I made a mistake in believing that you had some courage, but apparently you don't. Thought you were a brave woman, but your words tell me you're a coward. When things get a little rough, you prove to me that a bottle of alcohol becomes your best friend, and it can cause you to spew stupid shit that doesn't make sense. I could go on and on about what most black people in this country really want, but unfortunately, your ignorance will not allow you to comprehend. Therefore, to answer the question you posed to me earlier about what you should do, here is my suggestion. Dig your ass off that sofa and go resign. If I can't use you, I don't need you." Apparently offended, she shot up from her seat like a rocket. Her face was scrunched up. A whiff of her alcoholic breath attacked me. "Mr. President, I suspected that this little love affair between us wouldn't last long, and several weeks after you used me to get what you wanted, here we are. You will need me again, so you'd better think long and hard about how you intend to approach me going forward. I won't subject myself to your continuous disrespect, nor will I follow your lead on legislation that isn't beneficial to all Americans. Like it or leave it, asshole. It's as simple as that." I shrugged. She could definitely come better than that. "First of all, don't insult me. I would never have a love affair with a woman of your caliber. Sorry, but you're not my type. And you're the one who'd better think long and extremely hard about how you approach me. You will need me, especially after the GOP gets finished dragging you through the mud, hanging you out to dry. Now I'm done with this conversation, and before I say anything else, I ask that you leave now, or leave later with regrets." The one thing VP Bass knew was not to challenge me. She stomped toward the door, bumping into Raynetta, who was on her way in. "You must be out of your freaking mind staying married to a jerk like him. What a waste of a beautiful woman." "I applaud you, my dear. May God bless you," VP Bass said. Raynetta's eyes grew wide. She had a smirk on her face as well. Obviously, she didn't trip off the VP's name-calling as much as I did. All she did was shut the door behind VP Bass, and then she headed toward me. "I guess you pissed her off pretty good, huh?" "Real good, but she pissed me off too."